Okay, let's talk about water quality. Now, about once a month or so, less is fine, because we don't use the pool hardly, and when we do, it's just one person. We get the water tested professionally at the water store. We go to Paquette's Pool in Hooksett. They sell BioGuard there. They have this BioGuard system for testing, and it's free. And they'll generate a report like this. They're testing for 5 things. This one's a good one because it has just about everything on it. So the first one is they might say that your metals are a little too high in the water, and so they might want to suggest that you add something to address that, and that is what they call soft swim stain control. It says right here. And I'll show you that in a minute. Then, I'll show you now. Okay, so that I have over here on this shelf, and you can see this first one here. It says stain control. It's very expensive. And then the next one you might get is low total alkalinity. And then they recommend something called Balance Pack 100. Alkalinity is an acidity, the opposite of acidity or whatever, and so you want to add something that's a base, and so you would add Balance Pack 100, which is a base. If you look at the composition of Balance Pack 100, it is exactly the same as this. And so we buy these, and they usually say add a pound at a time, and these are prepackaged a pound at a time. And these are about 50 cents, and Balance Pack 100 is way, way more than 50 cents for the exact same thing. So that's what we use is baking soda, and we got some right there, if that's needed. Then, and it tells you on here how to add it. The next one might be pH. This is our most common one. So our pH adjustment is required. Ours just tends to creep up, and if it does, then you add some of the pH stuff, which is right here. pH, it always goes up, so we only add pH down. If it needed to go the other direction, I would recommend letting it sit for a while and see if it creeps back up. But if it does, then you add pH up. You can see that it says pH up. I rotated a little on the side, and that's what that says. But we've never added that. We only ever added this stuff, and it tells you on the report. It also tells you on here in the directions. Where is that on this side? Right here. How to add the product. Our pool is basically 2,500 gallons, a little more than that. So the first one is what we do. Then the last one is hardness. So we also measure hardness, and if we have a problem with that, then they recommend adding the interesting, they say stain control also for that. For hardness, also you can add they have another product that is designed for hardness. I'm surprised it says that there. I think we have another one that says the other product. But anyway, they have another product that says it's for hardness, and it's the chemical composition of that is the same as the special ice melt that I have a big bag of out in the garage. But that's rare. We've only done that once. And that was a special case. So those are the products that we add when we do that. Likewise, we do testing ourselves. So here's the stuff for testing ourselves. We have these test strips here with instructions right on the back, and also a color chart. There's also bigger font instructions on this card that I've saved. So you can follow those instructions, and then you'll be measuring. You can see the strip is being diagrammed there, and it has those 4 different things, so it measures 4 different stuff. One of which, by the way, the last one, is the thing that does not show up on this particular report, and that's the sanitizer. And so if the sanitizer is low, I've already showed you what to add for the other three. If the sanitizer is low, you'll add this Soft Swim Bee sanitizer. That's our sanitizer. Additionally, there's one other thing that we sometimes add to the pool, or two other things, I guess. One is if there's algae, we could add the algicide. We have that algicide right there, the green one that says BioGuard Algae All 60. That tends to foam up the water a little bit, so then you have to add the anti-foaming agent, which is on the far right. Ideally, we should never have to add that, and we've only added that once. The other thing that we do about once a month is we add a cup of hydrogen peroxide. So you can see we've got a lot of it back here. Now, on the dosage, if you ever read the instruction, it'll tell you that you're supposed to add the whole gallon all at a time. And the reason they say that is because this is a sort of a dangerous product, because this is not like the hydrogen peroxide you put on your skin. This will actually burn you a little bit. This is much higher concentrated, and so what they want you to do is open the bottle once and then just use it once. However, I've spoken to the manufacturer about that, and that's just it's to protect them from stupid legal things, and it doesn't apply to us whatsoever. So don't pay any attention to those directions, and don't add a whole gallon to the pool, nor add 1 cup and throw the rest away. You add 1 cup and keep the rest. So, and that's that. There's a little bit more in my OneNote folder under pool sanitizer stuff. Now, when you're adding stuff, it's helpful to have measurement cups. So here's some measurement cups. Back here, you can see this one is set at 2 liquid ounces. There's one back there. You can see it's written on the outside and on the inside at 8 ounces. Also has a mark for 16 ounces. Those are liquid. You can also use it to measure dry stuff. A lot of what we do is dry. You can measure that with a scale by weighing it, tearing this and weighing it, and then just adding the amount there. So that is basically all we do with chemicals. I should point out that I showed you all these things on here. We have shock oxidizer there, we have de-energize, and those two things we probably should never use. I bought them at the time in ignorance, thinking that we would use them, but we'll probably never use those. So they're still here, but we'll probably never use them. And that's it.